Hello and welcome to this Track Wrestling help video. Here at Track Wrestling, we're committed to helping our event directors run great events. And so in this video, we're going to take a look at how to make a bracket correction in an open format tournament. So the first thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you are signed into your tournament as an administrator. And we're going to go ahead and go to the groups and divisions page and look at my middle school brackets. We're going to say that this 177 wrestler here, Malik Carpenter, really should be in our next weight class down, and so we need to go ahead and make an adjustment for him. So the first thing that we'll want to do is confirm that this bracket has not started wrestling any matches, because if we are to make a bracket correction once wrestling has begun, it will eliminate any results that are saved or any matches that have already been sent out to mats and may already be in progress, won't be able to save correctly, and it will remove that information. So we always want to confirm that wrestling for that bracket has not begun before we make any changes. So in this case, I'm just going to pull up that bracket here from the bout schedule to make sure. We're going to see that it looks like all of those matches are still uncompleted, so we should still have the ability to make that change. So from here, I'm going to go to the participants page, and we're going to search for Mr. Carpenter. And we're going to pull him up, and we're going to go ahead and move him into the 183 to 185 pound weight class. As soon as we hit save, this is going to come up with a module that tells us all of the options on how we can handle this situation. So the first question here is whether or not we would want it to change the bracket type, if that is necessary. If we were moving eighth wrestler into an 8-man bracket that only had 7 wrestlers, then obviously that could stay an 8-man. In this case, all of my brackets are 4-man round robin, so we will have to change that to the 5-man round robin. It will not be able to change your bracket type if you don't already have that bracket type added to your event. So you'll want to check in the left menu and make sure that you have whatever would need to be compatible with the change you're going to make already added before you go ahead and make this change. So I already have that 5-man round robin added, and I'm good with it being changed. And so the next question is, what do we want to replace the wrestler with in the bracket we're moving him out of? In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose a bye. You have the option to redraw seeds. If you had seeds saved, you can either redraw the non-seeds, everyone or no one, and just leave people in their already designated positions. You also have the ability to shift if you want your seeds to all move up. If this was a seeded wrestler we were removing, or if we wanted everyone to move up, you have those options there. And then since he is already in a bracket that's been created, we have to answer these same questions on the bracket that we're taking him out of. I want it to automatically make that change. I'm okay with it changing the bracket type. And then you have the same seating options to adjust here in the bracket you're pulling him out of. From there, we can click Finish. It will ask you to type Finish to confirm that you have everything set the way that you want it, and then you can hit OK. From here, we're going to go back to the groups and divisions page and take a look and make sure that these changes seem to have been made correctly. When we scroll down here, we're going to see that it did adjust that 177 to 182 pound bracket to a 3-man round robin, which is great since there's only 3 wrestlers in there, and it did adjust this one to a 5-man. We can go ahead and click into it and take a look at the bracket just to make sure everything looks the way we want it to. And I see him added in. So once we've confirmed that the changes are good, the last step would be to go ahead and reapply our number scheme. Whenever you make changes to a bracket, you do have to reapply your number schemes, or they will not be added into the brackets that you have changed. So since I had already had my number schemes applied, every bracket except those 2 that were impacted by this change would have had bout numbers. We want to go ahead and make sure that those are redone. So I'm going to go ahead and go here to apply selected schemes. We'll leave frozen status as it is right now, type apply, and we should see bout numbers there. We can confirm that by going to the bout schedule and checking that bracket to make sure that we have bout numbers here, and we do see bout numbers in that first round, so this correction's been made. If you have any questions about how to handle bracket changes in an open tournament or anything else regarding your event, feel free to click on the support tab in the upper right hand menu bar here. That will connect you with all of our help resources as well as our support team should you have questions. We'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have. Best of luck with your tournament, and thank you for watching this Track Wrestling help video.